Winona Hershanon, Mississippi. Vicky. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Secretary Arnie Duncan, and Mr. Anthony Mullen.
Arnie, are you saying anything? Please, everybody, have a seat. On this beautiful day, welcome. This is our first official Rose Garden ceremony, a place where so many, that's worth applause, sure, why not? This is a place where so many presidents have honored so many citizens who've made extraordinary contributions to the life of our nation. Before I get to the main event, I want to make sure that we acknowledge, first of all, somebody who I think will end up being written up as one of the greatest secretaries of education we've ever had. Please give a round of applause to Arnie Duncan. An outstanding educator in her own right, Dr. Joe Biden. And I want to give credit to Representative Jim Himes, who's here, and he represents the 4th District of Connecticut, which includes Mr. Mullen's school district. So, Jim. You know, we got a lot of teachers here today. And I'm a big fan of teachers because every single day in classrooms all across America, you are making a difference. You don't always get the recognition that you deserve. We don't always value the teaching profession like we should. But every once in a while, I think people start to understand, not just in their own lives but in the lives of the nation, how important the teaching profession is and how we've got to do a better job of lifting it up. In a global economy where the greatest job qualification isn't what you can do, but what you know, our teachers are the key to our nation's success, to whether America will lead the world in the discoveries and the innovations and economic prosperity of this new century. And that's why, as president, I'm committed to doing everything I can to support the work of teachers. It's why we're working to create better standards and assessments that teachers can use in their classroom. It's why we're promoting innovation in teaching and learning, making critical investments in early childhood education, and helping more Americans walk through the door of higher education. And it's why we're taking groundbreaking steps to recruit, prepare, support, and reward outstanding teachers, to encourage our best and brightest young people to follow in the footsteps of folks just like you. This is especially critical right now, as so many teachers from the baby boom generation are preparing to retire, although they all look pretty young back here, so we're not worried about that. And recent evaluations of student performance show that while we're making progress, we still have a long way to go. I know personally, Michelle knows, that what teachers do is not easy. My sister Maya is a teacher. Joe Biden, a teacher. We know how hard teachers work. And I know what all of you do by staying past that last bell, staying up late, grading those papers, putting together lesson plans, spending your own money on books and supplies, and going beyond the call of duty. You do it because you know that's what will make a difference, because you believe that there's no such thing as a child that can't learn, that every child has their own gifts, and it's up to us to discover them. And it's up to us to see in our children what they can't yet see in themselves. And for you, those teachers who are in attendance today, and for so many of your colleagues across this country, teaching is not just about a paycheck. It's a passion and it's a calling. Now, nobody, I think, exhibits that more than our honoree today, our Teacher of the Year, Tony Mullen. You know, Tony knew early on in life that he wanted to be a teacher, but his parents passed away when he was young, and he had to find work, first at a factory, then at the New York Police Department, where he rose from police officer all the way to captain. But Tony never lost sight of his dream, attending college while he worked, becoming the first in his family to get a degree, and going on to get a master's degree in education. And during his time on the force, Tony saw a lot of young people who'd gotten themselves in trouble. And he knew he wanted to give kids like that a second chance. So when he left the NYPD, Tony actively searched for a job description that included phrases like working with students with severe behavioral and emotional problems, kids whom others might see as difficult or impossible.